Hello, everybody. How are you? Hope you're having a great day. So, it's a beautiful day here in New Mexico, and I'm a little late getting to the table. I didn't rest very well last night, so I wanted to rest up to react to Chantal. So, what's going on with her? Well, she did a vlog where she and Salah went out to a scientific center, and I peeked at it. A lot of it was just boring. Chantal went to the place, the museum place with the animals. Uh, you know what I've noticed? I've noticed that Chantal likes to pick places that are mostly deserted. And that has to do with the fact she just doesn't want to be around people. Maybe it also has to do with the fact that she does not want to get in trouble filming people. And I'm just going to throw a theory out on the table. I have no receipts. It's just a theory about how it is she's able to find deserted places to film in. I think that she and Salah are going to these places during the time of call to prayer, and that's why the filming is so brief. Like they try to do a lot of the filming during times of call to prayer because that's when everybody is inside in the mosques, in their homes, praying, and that's their window of opportunity to do filming with nobody else around. Maybe that's also why they're able to find restaurants and so forth in Kuwait where there's no one. But that's just a theory. I don't know what you guys think, but please feel free to give your thoughts in the comments because I would love to hear what you have to say. So, the museum vlog. Let's talk about that for a minute. She went to the museum and something happened during the museum visit. She weighed herself at the museum. Now, I'm not going to show the video. There are clips on Twitter. We're not going to go through that video. Boring. No. The highlights from that visit are on Twitter, so we'll just cover that. But she got on a scale at the museum, and according to the scale, she's 332 pounds. I watched it, though, and I noticed something, that I kept hearing a sound in the background. Like what she was standing on, she wasn't standing still. She kept shifting her feet. You know, like you're not standing still and you keep shifting your feet around, especially when the camera doesn't show your feet. That's not going to give a correct weight. But one thing that the machine did show was that Chantal's BMI, are you ready? It's over 100. Now, a lot of you might be saying, well, how is that even possible? Somebody having a BMI of over 100. It is possible. When you think about Chantal's skeletal frame, you guys can see me. Let me back it up. Full body shot, no filters. Okay. Full body shot. Hold on. Here we go. This is me. Okay. I am 5'3", about 120 pounds. Chantal is 5 feet tall. So she's 3 inches shorter than me. But as you can see, I have a very petite build. And believe it or not, Chantal should also have a petite build because, believe it or not, she's tiny. She's supposed to be tiny and she's short. She's supposed to be about 100 to 115 pounds. That would be a healthy weight for her. But if she's over 500, that means she's 400 plus pounds overweight. So yes, is it possible for someone to have a BMI that high? Because she's not just obese. She's not even super morbidly obese. She is super, super, super morbidly obese. She's 4 times the size of what she should be. So that part did not shock me at all. But even at a museum, her trying to find a way to lie about her weight. And I have to wonder, I really have to wonder, since she and Salah had been to the museum before and the scale was there, I have to wonder if before they turned the camera on and Chantal knew about the scale, that she played around and saw what she could do to fix the weight to where it wouldn't read correctly. if she played around with it, shifting her feet and whatnot, so her true weight could not be shown. And that's why Salah did not show her feet at all. Another thing, just one more point, and then we'll get into the lie that I'm going to cover. Chantal, I'm a bit confused. Please help me with my confusion. You do feedy content on YouTube where you should not be doing it. You're doing self-harm fetish content. Very, very harmful self-harm fetish content. You're catering to a certain niche audience. Your content, you're not making it for the general public. You're making it for those niche people that, either can tip you on YouTube or give you some money on the side. I would think that since you are mainly catering to those people, that it would be to your benefit to say what your true weight is. Because if you came right out and said, hey, yes, I'm 550 pounds or I'm 575, they would go wild. They might give more money because a lot of the extreme feedy guys, the bigger you are, the more they like you. So I'm not quite sure why you're catering to that niche audience and at the same time lying about your weight. Because in the feedy world, the extreme feedy world, 330 pounds is nothing. They're like, 330. They tend to get excited when you say 400, 500, 600. They get real excited. And you're looking for the extreme feedy people. So I'm not quite sure why you have 1 foot on one pasture and 1 foot on the other. If you're going to play the game, if you're going to do it, go all the way with it. I'm not saying you should hurt yourself with food. You really shouldn't. You should be going home and getting inpatient. But it just doesn't make sense to me to cater to that niche group at the same time lying about your weight. That's where the confusion comes in. And maybe one day you can answer the question for me. You're trying to walk in two worlds and it's not working because you can't walk at all. So how about we get into this stuff on Twitter, y'all? There isn't a whole lot, but there is some stuff. And then we'll get into her live, and it's a 4-hour live. Am I going to stay for every minute? No. We'll just get a little bit and then we'll move on. We'll move on because, we got stuff to do. Can't be here all day. Doggone it. Life is outside. We got to go live it while it's still warm outside because winter is just around the corner, y'all. Yes, it is. And when it gets here, we got to stay inside and drink our hot cocoa and sit by the fire and bundle up in our sweaters and fuzzy socks. So anybody out there, you got good weather out there, take advantage so that when winter comes, you won't have the winter blues. But let's start with the Twitter stuff, shall we? Okay. So you're on my Twitter right now. There's my handle, Wild Girl Sarah. Let's start here with a post from Kristen saying Chantal just had her BMI calculated at over 100. How is she not shook? Kelly says Foodie weighed herself at the museum and said it was 152 kilograms, 335. I'm really shocked she's so huge to be 335. Well, like I said, I listened because there's a reason why he's not showing her feet. Because I feel like, she was just like shifting her feet back and forth so it couldn't get her true weight. Because look, you see what's telling on her? Look down there. You see that little thing at the bottom? It's not stopping. Look in the bottom right. We're going to go back. Shut up, Chantal. So there she is. She's going to get on this scale thing, right? All right, we're going to turn off the sound for a minute. So let's see how she's standing. I'm going to blow this up. So she's standing there, right? Okay. We're going to turn off the sound, but so she's standing perfectly still. But I want you guys to notice something. Okay, get closer, Salat. Don't be useless. Now watch this part right here. You see where my pointer is? I'm waving it around. Watch this bottom portion. It doesn't stop. It keeps going back and forth, back and forth. To me, that indicates that she's shifting her feet around. Watch. Goes from one side to the other, then went back to one side. Look, it's not stopping moving. Look. Look. She keeps moving her feet. You see how it's not move? It keeps moving over this way and then that way and then this way and that way. She's shifting her feet around. You know what? Let's turn the sound up this time. Go ahead, Chantal, and listen for the sound in the background. Because you can hear her shifting her feet around. Now you guys heard that sound, right? Let's do it again. Listen to the sound. Identify the sound of her stepping on that scale. The metal shifting around. You're going to hear that several times when Salah focuses in on the screen. You're going to hear her shifting her feet. Okay, you heard it, right? Okay, we keep going. You hear that? She's shifting her feet right now. Hear that? She's moving. She is moving. Biatch. I do ambiance videos. I'm very sensitive to sound. You're moving your feet. You are not standing still. You're shifting your feet. And the scale is telling on you because this part right here keeps going left to right, left to right, left to right. Okay, you're not standing still.
Wow.
See, she just shifted her foot and it went all the way over to this way. You hear that loud sound and it came all the way over here. Then it's back over here. She's like, I can shift my foot and nobody will know. And then it got noisy. So she stood still for a minute.
It's accurate because
There she goes again.
our scale says like that.
Yeah.
She is shifting her feet.
So 151, I'm even skinnier.
Screw the head.
No, you're not. You're not skinnier, Chantal. You're not. You desperately want to believe that you're skinnier. But I ask you, in a sensible way, in a reasonable way, tell me, how can you be skinnier if you eat foods that are high in calories, high in salt, high in sugar, high in fat, and you don't move? You're not walking, you're not biking, you're not swimming. How are you losing the weight? I mean, it is possible. You're almost 600 pounds. If you did a serious calorie deficit, could that make you lose a lot of weight really fast? Yes. Honestly, it would be a good thing for you to lose some of the weight before you start exercising, because the less weight you have on yourself, the less pressure and pain you're putting on your joints, because your joints are putting up with a lot right now. So it would be in your benefit to lose some of the weight before the exercise. But you seal all the time. You don't even get up. You can't even sit up for an entire live, and all you're doing is talking. So how are you burning off the calories? It doesn't matter if you eat 4,000 calories in broccoli or cheese or pizza, it's still 4,000 calories. Do you need 4,000 calories? No, you don't. You're not doing enough activity in a day to burn off 4,000 calories. 4,000 calories is still too much. It takes 3,500 calories to make 1 pound of fat. So if you're gaining weight every single day, you're gaining 1 to 2 pounds a day, that means you're eating excessive calories that your body does not need.
Haters.
I'm obese.
Hear that noise? Shifting those feet.
Not even.
It's see this scale down here? It's telling on her. It's not stopping. It should be stopping.
152. Like maximum 152.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
151.
I mean, if she were standing perfectly still, it wouldn't be like going back and forth, going back and forth. Chantal, why do you lie? Why do you lie? You can lie to yourself. You can lie to your audience, but you can't lie to people that aren't your audience. We can pull up videos of you back in the BB Natter days. You were a lot smaller. You could move around. You could do things by yourself. You can't do that now. And you were almost 400 pounds then. So if you're having trouble now, that means you're not in that frame anymore. You're at 40 years old and you need a caretaker because you're so big. Someone to fetch your food and put your shoes on, and you can even walk 5 steps. If you were in the 330s, you could do all that stuff yourself, but you can't.
And
Not
half.
hanging on to anything?
See? Look, she's flying. Wow.
It says, stand onto the pad and stand still. She wasn't standing still. She might even have 1 foot off the scale.
It's accurate because
No, it's not.
our scale
I don't believe it. Lies.
is like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Do you see, like, if he's sitting on the scale, look.
That's
95
right. Yeah,
kg.
exactly. I'm
Do you see how much different, though? This sliding scale thing? She's like, you do it. Okay, so him do it. Now, watch the difference. You see? The difference between hers and his? Hers kept going back and forth. Because he's standing perfectly still. That pointer thing right here is also staying perfectly still. So you've been busted, Chantal. You lie.
Yeah.
You put your foot off the scale, or you held it up against your body or something.
yeah, about
This is
95
right.
kg.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not
See, it didn't move. With him, it did not move. Hers was all over the place.
94 to 95.
Yeah, there you go.
And tell me, like,
See, his didn't move. Hers, the scale didn't know what to do with her.
شوي.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know why she lies. I don't know why she lies. Is it to create some kind of outrage with Girl World? Because her body mass, we don't care. It's not our body. It's not our health. Is it for her own delusion? Maybe. Maybe she's got some weird thing in her head where she thinks 330s is not fat. Over 400 is fat. I don't know. Like, maybe she's got some weird boundaries in her head that if she has to admit to herself that she's 400, 500 pounds, then she has to admit that she's obese. But anything under 330 isn't obese. Could be something like that. Okay, moving on to DX. This is kind of a partial recap of the museum live. DX says, so the haters can shut their big mouths now they saw the scale. No, we're not going to shut our mouths, Salah. We're not. And the joke's going to be on you. Because Chantal's back in Kuwait now. And you had a huge window of opportunity to get away from her, bro. You had 6 weeks to pack your stuff, pack up the pets, and disappear into the wind. She would not have been able to find you. She would not have been able to locate you. She can't even speak Arabic. So she wouldn't have been able to track you down. The window was open. You didn't jump through it when you had the chance. For some strange reason, you just stuck where you were, and I'm sure you're regretting it now. But I know you know she's lying about her weight. And the bigger joke is going to come later. If she gains another 50 to 75 pounds, guaranteed she's going to be bedbound. And with Chantal gaining 50 to 75 pounds, that's no time at all. With the way she eats, her bee moments, she could put on 50 pounds in a week. I'm not even joking. She could put on 50 pounds in less than 2 weeks. And she's going to be there for 3 more months. If she keeps on the way that she is, she'll be bedbound by Christmas. By the time her next visa run comes. And if she becomes bedbound, what's she going to do, Salah? You're not a nurse. She's going to look at you and say, you have to take care of me. Look at all that I did for you. You think you're stressed out now? Wait. Just wait. Just wait. Oh, the suffering hasn't even started yet. It hasn't even started. She's going to be in a world of hurt, and so are you. And you know what? You both deserve it because you're both stupid. Either one of you could have cut the string, but neither one of you did. You're waiting for her to do it, but your first clue that she wasn't going to do it should have been when she left Kuwait the first time and she gave up the villa with Pete's and the cats. She pulled up all routes in Canada. She did not give herself a plan B. She threw all of her chips on one number and you're it. She gave no plan B, no going back. You're stuck with her. Unless you find a way to get unstuck, you're stuck with her. She's not going to let you go. She don't let men go. Haven't you figured that out? Dummy. And here's some pictures of Chantal looking. This is the distortion mirror. I don't know if that's Pete's in the one picture, if that's Pete's behind her. I'm not sure. No, it isn't. A different outfit. Sorry. Okay, so Tara Lee says, hold on to your butts, folks. Breakdown incoming. If Foodie Beauty is consistent with anything, it's lying, eating, and the cycle. So for those who don't know that, like, this is part of the picture that was made in 2018 called the Chantal cycle. This was made in 2018, and somebody made this up, and it's still accurate and relevant today. So we got the weight loss attempt, then the breakdown, then the B moments, then the awakening. So I guess we're back to, we're on phase 1. Phase 2 is not far behind. Her circle spins faster and faster. But thank you for posting that, Tara Lee. Okay, so Biddy says, this was 3 Chantal cycles ago. She probably had 10 pizzas since this. Babe, also, did you guys know she doesn't like nachos or popcorn or the chemicals in diet soda? No, the more you know. Let's watch.
Nothing processed, essentially. Like, I'm not going to eat anything from a package. So
always look at the fine print when it comes to Chantal. You gotta look at the fine print. I'm not going to eat anything processed on camera. There's the fine print on camera. Doesn't mean it won't be happening off camera. Fine print. I'm not going to eat the processed stuff on camera, just off. She's not going to be getting healthy. She's just going to play act like she's getting healthy until she's tired of play acting being healthy. But she still might be doing her cameos for the feedies or doing custom content for them off camera and getting the fast food as long as they pay for it. This is just another story arc on YouTube. But it doesn't mean she stopped with the bad eating habits. But don't worry, y'all. If she's not being honest, we're going to know. Because she's going to get bigger. And we're going to see her getting bigger. We're going to notice it. We're going to comment on it. Her movements are going to get worse. Her mobility is going to get worse. Her breathing is going to get worse. I mean, you can't hide that kind of damage. You just can't. You just can't. Her body is going to tell on her.
Yeah, even like if I go to a movie, because there's a movie I really want to see, I'm not going to get, like, the thought of drinking Diet Pepsi grosses me right out. It's like,
sure, Jan.
Just why drink just a bunch of chemicals? What's the point? And
because you like the chemicals, you like the processed foods, you love your soda. Hey, what about that fruit juice in your fridge? You know, like the haul that you did. You didn't show us that part of your haul. What do you think that juice is? There's a bunch of chemicals in it. It's not like somebody grabbed a bunch of oranges and squeezed them into a bottle and gave you the orange juice. There's sugar and stuff in it. If you feel this way about soda, what about juice, though? It's essentially sugar water.
And the popcorn, no. I don't even like popcorn, and I'm not eating the nachos. There's no way. Who knows what's in that orange dye? Like, no. I could maybe try to make my own, like, not.
Oh, look at her. Who knows what's in that orange dye? Like, when she was in Thailand, did she care about the dyes and the chemicals when she ordered 8 bags of theater popcorn, the cheese popcorn, and ate them all? Nah, she didn't care. What about the cake? What do you think's in cake? What do you think is in cake? I mean, we could just go all day with this.
nacho cheese, like with that sauce. I don't know. But I'll probably just bring some pistachios or something. Who knows?
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like more and more that she's broke. She went to Thailand. She spent way too much money. Way too much money. To the point where it freaked Salah out. And he flat out told her, look, babe, you went to Thailand. You were supposed to be on a food budget. You blew the budget like by 1,000. You were buying edibles. You bought all kinds of fast food there. Just doing all kinds of stuff, buying Lush products, ordering takeout. Our budget the next 3 weeks is blown. So we can't do fast food right now. We can't get the takeout. We literally can't afford it. Just to scrape by, we got to do just basic groceries. You got to cook at home. I mean, that's a sacrifice that had to be made because you went hog wild in Thailand with the green and the food. And she's trying to frame this whole thing as I'm just getting healthy.
Anyways,
No.
I guess nothing processed.
Shut up, Chantal. I'm not done talking. That is so rude for you to interrupt me. Shh. Not done. So it's not that she wants to get healthy. She's broke. And payday is a long way away. Today is the 7th. Payday is not for another 2 weeks. She's got to get through another 2 weeks so she can have her beloved takeout again. You know, and in every story, the narcissist has to be the hero or the victim or the martyr or something. Okay. Perfectly Imperfect says, here's why Foodie Beauty is having a temper tantrum. She went live today and had tops 300, 400 viewers. Her newest couple vlog only had 600 views in an hour. She can't compete with FFG. Nope. Nope. No, she can't. No, she can't. Nothing But Love says, I think it's time for Tracy to shut up. Fondue Pondu says, I can't imagine being dumb enough to pay to be in her chat. But can you imagine paying and being spoke to like this? So here's a message from one of the racist mods, Tracy. Tracy says, can everyone just shut up about this zoo? We've all heard this before. If you don't like it, then leave and come back later. Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. Whose channel is it? I don't think it's your channel. I think you're somebody with a wrench. You're a mod. So please have a seat. Who are you to tell people to leave? And why is Chantal allowing that? Her own mods telling people to leave. Is that beneficial to the channel to not only have mods that are telling people to leave, but being rude to them? So not only is Chantal rude and thoughtless, so are her mods. I don't get it. I don't know why the Beaters put up with it, but they do. They're either stupid or they haven't woke up to the fact that they're in a bad place. Tracy, can we talk? Can we talk? Girlfriend, you are someone you got a mod wrench. Good for you. Guess what? I mod for people too. And you know what? As a content creator, as someone that I've had a mod wrench in other people's chats, you always follow the direction of the person you're modding for. Your job as a mod is to be beneficial to the live chats, to be of help, to be of assistance, to block the trolls if there are any, to stop any kind of rudeness or fights going on in the chat, to help make the chat a fun place. That is the job of a mod. You're not doing your job correctly. I think you should be fired. Because it's stuff like this that hurts the channel. The rudeness and telling people to leave. Are you freaking kidding me? Seriously, Tracy? Girl, your name is in blue and you got a blue wrench. So what? Anybody else could have that position too in a hot minute. You're not special. Okay? You're not. You're not that special. But it's very big-headed of you to act like you are the content creator and telling people to leave. Get your ego in check. Get it in check. And I'm saying that as somebody that I'm a content creator and I also mod for other people. If you mod for somebody, you're supposed to be an asset to the channel, not a detriment. Okay? Thank you. Now, moving on. Miss Morris Reed says, so another theory from Girl World Ireland. Oh, he's got a great channel. Foodie Beauty stepped off the scale. Yeah, because she did a weigh-in. Let's watch.
So it might be higher because a little bit higher.
There she goes. Okay, so like this is the bathroom scale. Because everybody was calling her out for faking this weigh-in too. And one thing that I would like to point out is, where is her shadow? Where's her shadow? I'm not being rude, but Chantal has a very, very big stomach. And if you step on a scale, you're going to see that shadow from your stomach. And you may not have an easy time getting the right angle to show the numbers on the scale. But there's no doggone shadow. Watch.
Because if you don't weigh yourself in the morning.
Like, her stomach is not that small. Stop it.
I literally saw you step off.
Because if you don't weigh yourself in the morning.
Watch your left foot. I'm going to put this down in normal speed. Watch your left foot.
Yeah, watch it. There's the left foot.
Step, step, step.
There we go. Yep, she did.
Why do you suck at everything you do? Oh, I can't. Did you see that? Look at this. Step. You literally even hear her foot slap against the ground. Oh my
Yeah, she's probably got like one leg like holding it up off the scale or something.
God, one more time. And then step.
That's great, Girl World Ireland. I love that. Okay, so moving on to Two-Tail Caperer, in real life Chantal versus Funhouse Mirror. So this is a picture from Chantal. For those who weren't around, I don't know how long some of you have been around in Girl World, but for those who weren't around at the time when Chantal went to Thailand with Salah, and that was last year. This was a picture taken when she and Salah visited this absolutely breathtaking temple that even to this day, like 40, 50 years later, it's still under construction. Look at all, it had wonderful wood carving. And this beast, what she's sitting on is actually an altar table. That's not a bench for people to sit on. She put 550 pounds of her trouble on that table. She's lucky it didn't break. But that was her last year. So I ask you, does that look like a 330-pound woman? No. That's about 500 pounds right there. That's not 330 pounds. Yes, I know she's 5 feet tall. She's tiny. She's short. And a little bit of weight can look like a lot more. I am taking that into account, but nope. She's not 300 pounds. Nope. I refuse to believe it. No, not true. Not because I don't want it to be true, because it isn't true. Okay, so this was another great moment that happened at the museum. That's why I love Twitter. When Chantal does a boring blog, but if there are a couple of points of interest about it, you can go on Twitter and find the points and avoid just reacting to it all together. Just save everybody the time of being bored. So Lolafied says, when your mail order husband doesn't even want to hold your hand. Ooh, Mo Translate says, this is, in my opinion, what it looks like to me. Someone asks to see Salah's outfit, so he switches the camera to selfie mode. Chantal slowly goes up to Salah, looks at his hand, goes in to hold his hand, but he pulls his hand away quickly. So she stands back and laughs awkwardly. Let's watch the clip for ourselves.
Someone want to see my outfit? Okay.
Want me to film you?
Okay, so here we go. He's switching to selfie mode. He's got his one hand free. And she's like, here's my moment to look like he actually loves me.
Hi guys.
Yep, she's stepping in. Like, she looked down at that hand and she's stepping in to grab his hand. He's like, nope.
And the penguin.
And he stepped away from her. He can see her in the camera view, her reaching up to grab his hand. He said, no, ma'am. Denied. Access denied. So she steps back like they were supposed to do that. He's stepping further away from her. He don't want a selfie moment with her. He doesn't want to hold her hand. Tell me how much he loves you, Chantal. Tell me how much he loves you. I mean, you guys are at a museum, and this, if you guys were really in love, this would be a really good way to like be cutesy and romantic with each other, but he's not into you. He's not into you. It's a business arrangement. Why can't you be honest? Just say, yeah, like I'm in Kuwait, I'm in the Middle East, and I need someone to be my guide and go get my food for me. And he's an employee and I'm an employer. And that's the arrangement. Why can't you be honest? Why are you playing an angle that is not working? That nobody believes, not even your own Beezers. Even they know it's fake and phony. Is it for your own Delulu land fantasy? You want to make believe that you're in a marriage? Well, guess what? A make-believe marriage is not a real one. Even a public make-believe one, it's not a real one. Nobody believes it. No one. You guys have no chemistry. He can't even fake husband right. He's not playing his role very well. Do you understand? He's not even faking loving you. Didn't you say a long time ago, all he has to do is fake love me and I'll give him whatever he wants? He's not faking loving you the right way, and you're letting him get away with it. He's not even pretending the way he could have. He's making it very obvious. He is not into you. He wants nothing to do with you.
And here, the king visa.
Yeah, it's all about him. So he grabbed that camera and he's like, this is all about me. He doesn't want her on camera with him.
King visa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gee.
Like, he's maintaining, the body language is so clear. He's maintaining some distance between himself and her. He doesn't want to stand close to her. He doesn't want to hold her hand. Okay, they're not standing close together. He's like, just stay away from me. Just stay away from me. That's the constant message. Stay away from me. Don't come near me. You didn't even get fake love for $9,000, Chantal. You failed once again. Okay. All right. So Miss Anthropope Lulu says, Foodie Beauty, Salah didn't know. Mystery solved. They ain't doing it. It's the only move she's got. Well, I think we can say at this point, once upon a time she could starfish, but I think she's been upgraded since then to jellyfish. We're not starfishing anymore because a starfish can actually move. We went from starfishing to jellyfishing because, I'm sorry, she's like a big old jellyfish. She can't move. But let's watch the clip.
Yeah. Oh, it's a starfish.
Was white, baby.
Look
Not
up.
wrong.
Yeah.
Starfish?
Starfish. If you know, you know.
It's red and white.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You mean to tell me, Chantal, you've been with this man for almost 3 years and he still doesn't know about the starfish reference? Aren't you guys supposed to be close? Yeah, okay. Okay, moving on. Perfectly Imperfect says Salah is Pete's. Is Salah confirmed? So she left Pete's behind, someone that actually cared about her and was into her, for Salah, who resembles Pete's in a lot of ways, but not into her. She paid $9,000 for the same make and model car. Only the one she paid for doesn't even care for her. He just wants the money. I love it. Perfectly Imperfect says, geez, a scientific center again? Yeah, they go the same places all the time. Can't switch it up. Judge Judy says, Salah says not even 152. Like, that is a good thing. Hey, stupid. Your girl Foodie has got a BMI of 63.5, be morbidly obese with several comorbidities. This ain't a flex. You're both Delulu. I heard that her BMI is like 100. And again, it would make sense. She's supposed to be 115 pounds and she's over 5. So yeah, I would believe 100 BMI for her at her current weight. All right, what we got here? Okay, let's do a palate cleanser from View Prawn. Y'all, look at this. This is Thailand. See, this is the Thailand we didn't get to see. Look at this gorgeous. You know what? I'm going to blow it up. Yeah, I'm going to show it to you. She won't show it to you. Look at this. Look at the water. That water is crystal clear. It is gorgeous. Those of you that are into snorkeling, can you imagine snorkeling in water like that? It's crystal clear. You could see underneath. You can see the coral reefs. Are there any? The fish, the turtles. Oh, it would be wonderful. I went down to St. Martin's and St. Bart's years and years ago, and they had water that looked like that. Water so clear you can see down to the bottom, and you think it's not that deep when it is. And I love snorkeling down there. It was such fun. But this is the part of Thailand we never got to see because Chantal wasn't going to show it to us. All kinds of fun stuff to do in Thailand. We didn't get to do none of it. Okay, Fondue Pondu says nice necrotic toes. So a lot of people were noticing this, that her toes and even her fingertips don't look right. And I've talked to some people, and I'm not a doctor, and I'm not diagnosing Chantal. People that were medical professionals and nurses, they said that it has to do with her circulation. She has bad circulation in her feet and in her fingers. And look, this is not nail polish. This is not nail polish that's going on here because it's on the rest of her toes as well. That's bad circulation, which can lead to a lot of problems. But she don't care. She don't care. Fondue Pondu says more necrotic hooves. Towed down the smug, you animal blanking person. So I hate to show Chantal's feet, but we got to do this for context, okay? You see the discoloration. It's not nail polish. But it's not nail polish going on there. Tracy Lee says an iconic moment, in my opinion. The way she looks at herself in that split second is extremely telling. It must be really exhausting living a fake life in so many ways. Lean Cuisine Enthusiast says Foodie Beauty is live, and this is my new favorite Chantal moment ever. You are welcome. So let's watch. So I guess it was the start of her live. She's like, am I really this big? Yeah, you really are. And that's exactly why she will never take the filters off. Can you imagine if she took the filters off? I do remember one moment when she went on StreamYard, which is what I'm using right now to film this video. She went on StreamYard. StreamYard does not have filters. People were telling her to do panels and such on her channel back when she was in Canada, before she went to go see Salah. And she fired up StreamYard and she forgot, oops, StreamYard doesn't have the same filters that her camera does. And she saw herself without the filters. It took all of less than 30 seconds for her to turn StreamYard off. She's like, what is this? She was embarrassed to see herself for real. She couldn't believe what she actually looked like. Let's see. What we got? Yeah, she was jumping on the couch. Okay, so Season says, so we supposed to believe Foodie Beauty lost 30 pounds in the 48 hours since she's been on a diet? This cycle is so old and boring. It's like a script that she repeats every 4 to 6 weeks. Ends with nonstop eating and begins again with the diet. There is no way you can lose 30 pounds in 2 days. That's 15 pounds a day. That is not possible. That's not possible. No, ma'am. How in the world do you lose 15 pounds in 2 days in a row? What diet is this? I'm sure the rest of the world would like to know. No. Let's see. Okay, so I guess we're caught up with the Chantal stuff. That's good. We can get into the live. And like I said, I ain't going to be here all night. No, I got other stuff to do. So do you. We all got stuff to do. So why don't we just cover a little bit of this and then call it a day for this live? I think that's a good plan. All right, y'all ready? If you're not ready yet, feel free to stop the video, go get yourself a coffee or a tea or some snacks or whatever you need to do, and then come back because I'm ready now. Let's bulldoze through this thing, shall we? Oops.
Beauty Bite. Hey, Scrape Goat. Green Grapes. Tea. Hello, Lorena. Claw in Order. Heidi Margaret. Anna G. Paula Perry. Strawberries and Cream. Hello. Just let me fix this. Duck Puppet. Corbish.
And for those who are wondering, this live was done yesterday. Wow. So this was done yesterday and it got less than 10,000 views. Yikes.
Claudia. Miss Pingling. Villa. CB. The 33, Dan, Lisa P, Fernanda, Jenny, Anna, Exhausted Boy Mom, Jill, Cynthia, Linda.
You know what, Beezers? Those of you that are actually believing Chantal losing weight, if she's over there claiming to have lost 50 pounds, whatever, then the next question you should be asking her is, if you've lost so much weight, why aren't you moving around? Why aren't you going out and doing things? Like if she's lost all kinds of weight, then that means her breathing might be better and her mobility is better, right? That means she can go swimming, right? So why isn't she doing those things?
Vada, Silver. Thank you, Strawberries and Cream. My manager must have known you going live because he just sent me home. Nice. Steelers Girl, Hambone. Julia's over here on the table. What do you do? Sailor. So I'm American. Can I come to see my husband at a base in Kuwait? Lindsay. I don't know how that works, Lindsay. Maybe. Hey, Breezeth. You could probably easily get at least a tourist visa. What's up, Breezeth? Exercise Bike Beast, Silver Sift, Trixie, Rainy Life, E. My pearly whites, my pearly yellows.
What?
Jim was a troll. No, it wasn't. What's wrong with my skin?
You know, they're really hyping up this treadmill thing. Anybody can get a treadmill. A lot of treadmills are inexpensive. You can get them off eBay all day long, most for like 50 to $100. So it's not that big of a flex. Anybody can get a treadmill and put it in their home. But after you get the treadmill and you set up the treadmill, here's an important part. You got to use it. You got to use it. So does anybody here think that Chantal is going to be on that treadmill walking every single day? Anybody? Anyone? Bueller? Because I don't. Just because the treadmill's in the house doesn't mean she's going to use it and lose the weight. It's not going to happen. She hates exercise. She said so. She's not going to walk on that doggone treadmill. She's not. But I will say this to Chantal, because I know she watches all the reaction channels. Listen. Pay attention. I remember when I first got to Oregon. I'm not there anymore. But I remember when I first started bike riding after not riding for many years. Oh, the first week was hell. It was. And my legs hurt so bad. But after about a week or two, you know, I just kind of like eased into it. And I really look forward to the bike ride. You know, like at first, if your body is not used to moving, it's going to hurt. Your muscles are going to be flipping you off and flipping you the bird. But then it starts to feel good. You feel alive. You can feel the blood pumping through you. It's a good thing. Like activity is good. You sleep better at night. You know, you feel better about yourself. It helps with your emotional state. So just walking on a treadmill, you feel good knowing you're doing something good for yourself. And hey, getting on that treadmill, you're in your house. It's private. You got your air conditioning. I mean, it's a good place to start. But unfortunately for you, you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. And if you got feeties in your back pocket, they're going to do everything in their power to stop you. They're going to start panicking and either A, leave and go find someone else to fatten up, or B, they're going to probably give you more money to stop you from exercising. Don't get on the exercise bike, Chantal. I have noticed something, y'all. Do you notice who's not in the chat right now? What happened to Anime Sucks? Wasn't Anime Sucks one of our biggest supporters? Super chatters and all that? All this talk about a gym. Where is Anime Sucks? They didn't like it. They're like, don't exercise. So does that mean Anime Sucks is no longer interested?
And why doesn't Live have filters? I need a smoothing filter ASAP. Sandra, I'm just waiting a bit for everyone to come in before I say my news. Dan, I've lost a bit of weight.
Ma'am, it doesn't take 4 freaking hours to tell people news about a treadmill. Talk about stretching things out to the umpteenth degree.
8. Wow, Silver, nice. BKD, Amy.
Only Chantal could take something small, like I scraped my knee and turn it into like a 5-hour live. Ridiculous. Quality versus quantity, Chantal. You put out trash. After a while, the trash starts to smell and people are no longer interested. But if you put out something of quality, people may watch it more and you might make more money. Salah's been really on your case about the minimum time on live, hasn't he? Telling you have to be on live for at least 2 hours. You went on live for 4 hours yesterday. but you're not even making the live interesting.
Thanks, Samir. Put Vaseline on the camera lens like Breezen did. What? I can
What?
do that. Hello, Ollies.
I've never heard of that. Hold on. I've never heard of that trick before. That's a new one. How do you, wait, what? How do you put Vaseline on a camera lens for a beauty effect? What? This is new.
Me. It's 10:45. Yeah, it's very late. Yeah. Good, Amy. How are you? I need a real life smoothing filter. Oh, thanks, Steelers girl. We walking today? Dan, proud of you. It's hard for sure. Yeah, it is. It is really. It is. You're depressed? Sorry, George. What's wrong? Hi, Pokey. You're in Asia? You ready for the news? I'm just gonna wait to see like if once everyone comes in there. The weight loss is so inspiring. Well, I think it'll take a little longer for people to think this is real thing, but hey, Desi. Purple Dusty Metformin tablet. Sunday bees. This friggin'
That was great. Somebody's got the handle Dusty Metformin tablet.
collagen lip gloss is no joke. Mama, what you do? Teardrop. Hey, Teardrop. What's going on? So I'm going to do a live, but then I don't know how long I'm going to be because I really want to watch. Wow, I'm losing weight. This dress underneath.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. You're not losing weight. You're not. Chantal, quit it. Sweetie, you've been on YouTube for 8 years. I know you know all the tricks to lie. You probably have invented a few along the way. Look at this dress and look at these pants and they're loose on me now. All you got to do is buy the same pair of pants and a size up and yeah, they're going to look loose. We know the workaround with that lie too. Who do you think you're talking to? You're talking to girl world. We're not stupid over here. Stop treating us like we're stupid. Why can't you give us the truth? You've shown us every single part of your body. We've seen your boobs. We've seen your kitty cat. We've seen your butt. We've seen it all. You've given us everything but the truth. Why can't you give us the truth? You don't like the conspiracies. You don't like being exposed for lying, and yet you refuse to tell the truth. If you tell the truth, you won't have to remember what you lied about. It's so much simpler. But trying to act like I've lost weight. No, you haven't. No, you haven't. And if you are losing weight, that might be due to high blood sugar. That is something to be concerned with. I'd be going to a doctor. Because you were in Thailand doing the most. And even before Thailand, you were in Kuwait doing the most. When is the last time you've been to a doctor and gotten a checkup? Do you know what's going on underneath the hood? Do you honestly know? You need to find out. If you care. If you don't, do whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But you don't even know what's going on inside of you. You don't know.
That I'm wearing used to come up to like barely cover my belly.
Oh, she wanted to say fupa. Say it. Say it. Fupa. Fupa. Chantal, you have a belly. Yes. You do have a belly, but you also have a fupa, which hangs down and is like an apron. And I'm sure that's painful. I'm sure because it is so heavy and it hangs down, it hurts. And yet you will not lose weight and take some of that pain away. So you have your main belly, and then you have your fupa, which hangs down to your knees. So you kind of like you got the belly and you got the fupa. Go ahead and say it, fupa.
Now it's down to my knees.
Yeah, your fupa's down to your knees. Yeah, we know, we see.
Non-scale victory. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to adopt a new aesthetic. You know?
What? What? Oh, wait a minute. Claw and Order says, are you going to adopt the fitness girly aesthetic now? It would be to her benefit if she actually worked out to have the aesthetic. It would be to her benefit. Since she's all about the TikTok, she could work out and get the aesthetic for real, but she's not gonna.
Paper towel roll theory? What's that? Skinny queen coming. Fit, healthy queen. And then, but this never ends. Then it's going to be skin removal. I'm getting way ahead of myself, but.
You are. Because the only way they can remove the skin is if you lose weight first. They can't remove the fat. They can't just do an operation and take all the fat out because there's a lot of blood flow in with the fat. Even when you do, say, liposuction, they can only take out, I would say, 15 or 20 pounds at a time just because of blood flow. But in order for them to do skin removal, notice what I just said, Chantal, they can only remove the skin. That means the fat underneath has to be gone or mostly gone. You are going to have a lot of loose skin if you lose a lot of weight. But like you said, you're getting ahead of yourself, cart before the horse. Lose the weight and then do the skin removal surgery.
I'm going to have hella bat wings.
Yep.
You can say if you choose. It's not very modest, I suppose. I'm kidding. Partial to all black everything. It's bedtime. No, it's not my bedtime till about 3. Okay, so I'm going to watch. Yes, I haven't had any takeouts. I had
on camera. On camera. Again, you know what? Let her say what she wants to say. Let her say what she wants to say. Oh, that's a great look. Thank you, Chantal. Let her say what she wants to say. Because all shall be revealed. All will be revealed. If she's lying to us, and she pretty much is, if she gets to a point where she can't move and she's bedbound, the lies will be exposed. All we got to do is be patient and give it time. Chantal lies, but eventually Chantal tells on herself. Always.
leftover meatball stew for supper. Lindsay for dinner. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you so much. Do you guys say supper or dinner? I'm getting that 6-pack. You guys laugh, but guess what? Imagine. I don't think so, but we'll see. Oh, my laundry's done. Skinny queen and start beezing like crazy in other countries. Yeah. Hi, Pam. If I lose weight, I'm going to do every single thing I couldn't do for 30 years. You know?
Yeah, well, whose fault is that you couldn't do everything you wanted to for 30 years? Yours, because you didn't fix the problems. You monetized them.
You say dinner? I say supper. You know? Yeah. Yeah, true baked Korean. Should just stay up for that. It won't let you say anything? That's weird, Lindsay. Why? Supper. You say supper? I hate the word supper. Salah hates the word supper too. He gets on his nerves. He likes dinner. Dinner. Dinner, right, babe? Hi, babe. Supper is quite country. Am I country? Can we do exercise bike streams? La. I'm making my world famous tuna noodle casserole. Oh yeah, extra peas. Yum. I don't like peas.
Here we go talking about doggone food again. We're not even 10 minutes into the stream. She's already talking about food. Beezers, how many times are we going to have this conversation? Those of you that are not feedies, do we have to have this conversation again? We're going to keep having it until you get it through your freaking heads. Listen, she's an addict. She's a food addict. Those of you in the chat, if you knew somebody would say, let's make up something really silly. Somebody who's addicted to cotton balls. They had a serious problem with cotton balls. They were obsessed with cotton balls. They filled their entire house with cotton balls. They talked about cotton balls all day long. They're going to every drugstore in the world and buying all the cotton balls and putting them in storage units. They're obsessed with cotton balls. It's taken over their life. It's taken over their thoughts. Is it appropriate for someone who's an extreme cotton ball addict? Would you ever think of walking up to them and mentioning cotton balls, knowing that it's going to trigger them to go get more? No? Well, think about Chantal and her issue. She's that obsessed with food. She eats every 2 hours, maybe less. She has to have all the food. She's got food aggression. She's an emotional eater. She's gluttonous. She's over 500 pounds. Multitude of health problems on several different diabetic medications, high blood pressure, high blood sugar, enlarged heart, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, extreme fatty liver. Every single one of her major organs is screwed. And you stupid idiots, you come in talking about food. You mention food and you put food on her mind. Is that the thing to do? I don't like Chantal. I'm not taking up for her. I'm just pointing out some real sucky behavior on your part. I don't know if there are some of you in her chat, you guys got issues with food, and that's why you're gravitating to Chantal, and that's why you're part of her group versus Girl World. But I would say the same thing about anyone off the internet. That you get around an addict of something and then walking up to them, knowing about their problem with that something and mentioning that something and possibly triggering that person to do that something, it's messed up. It's messed up. So how fast do you guys want her to get in the ground? I know that's rude to say, but seriously, how fast do you want her to get in the ground? How fast do you want her in that casket? You want her in there sooner than later? Because every time you mention food to her, you're kind of like pushing her towards the graveyard. You really are. If you care about her, if you want to have her around to talk to, I would think you want to do everything in your power to stop her thoughts of food. Her addiction is her issue to deal with, true. But so many of you guys in the chat talking about food. You might as well just be pushing her towards the graveyard and into the nearest casket. Go ahead, Chantal, eat more food, eat faster. That's what y'all are doing. Overindulge, get triggered. Y'all are messed up. Severely messed up.
These are, we say tea. Yes, Georgie. Yes, that's right. You guys say tea in the UK. You say both. Sometimes I say both. Okay, what about soda or pop? I say pop, I think. Soda. A can of pop, a can of soda. I don't know. You like peas? I was bedbound 3 years ago. I started with 5-minute walks around my townhouse, then worked up to walking outside. Now I can walk at parks and be fine. I found a new love for nature. You can do it. Amazing, Pokey Pants. Good for you. You must feel great. Thank you for the inspiration.
Yeah, let's see what she does with it. So here's somebody that came in her chat saying, I was bedbound, and then I became not bedbound by just getting out of the bed and doing things. But here's Chantal. She doesn't want her mobility. She wants people to wait on her, and she thinks the way to get people to stay near her is to trap them with her. And what better way to do that than to give up all your mobility and depend on somebody else? Chantal, that is not a good plan. Thinking that those that are around you now will be there with you always. They won't. They won't. Bad plan.
Silver Sip. Hey, cool gamer. Okay, yes. Oh my gosh, teardrop. I see the okay. Have you guys it's a Halloween movie, but it's like a comfort watch for me. It's Hubie Halloween. I don't know. I like Adam Sandler movies a lot, especially his older ones. Um there's some I haven't seen, like the Jack and Jill or whatever. But Hubie Halloween is
Okay, before this starts happening in the chat, people in her chat, they're going to start complaining about the ads during her live. A lot of people are going to start complaining about that. Because I guess there are excessive ads on her video, on her live. Chantal, she needs all the money she can get her hands on. So she's, I guess, going wild with putting ads on her lives.
hilarious. Terrible movie. No. Oh yeah, sorry. I put ads in between my streams now.
Okay, let me say something about that. About the ad situation. If you're a monetized channel, you can choose to put ads on something or not, or to do a live and not monetize it and then monetize it later. It isn't automatically monetized. Also, if you do a video, which I do a lot of videos, more so than the lives, you can space out your ads. You can have as little or as many as you want. The way I usually try to do it is, I know that ads can be annoying. I so get that. It makes you mad if there's too many. So what I try to do with my videos is like let's just say every 15, 20 minutes, there might be one ad. You know, I think that's okay. But I guess even the very beginning of her live, she's got ads. And there's already not a lot of people watching her lives. And too many ads are going to turn people all the way off. But she is so money greedy and money hungry. Like she's just like hitting people with ads left and right. But don't let her fool you. If she tries to say, oh, I just put on ads and I can't control them. Oh, yes, you can. Oh, yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can space out your ads. Let me see if I can actually show that. You know, for receipts. I don't know if I can do it, but I got to show my own channel. Show one of my videos. Let's see. Go to YouTube Studio. Excuse me, y'all. Because I'm going to prove her wrong. Like she's saying, I can't help it. I can't help it. Can't help it. Okay, monetization. All right, that one's not monetized because of Chantal's filthy mouth. So let's pick one that was monetized. Okay, full disclosure. You guys get to see what's up. I'm going to share the screen. I'm sharing we're part of the process with you guys. Okay. All right. So you guys are seeing like when my YouTube studio, this is what we see as YouTubers. And when I'm posting the video, so like, all right, doggone it. All right, so you can add it to a playlist, visibility public. It's going to ask you, is it made for kids or not made for kids? I put no. Okay, show more. Language. Where's the part with the monetization? Doggone it. I'm going to the monetize part. There we go. So look, here's the part that I wanted. So monetization is on. Okay, it's checked. Place ads during the video, mid-roll, review, placement. And you can either place automatically or you can space it out. As you guys can see, like these little things right here is where the ads are. But you can choose where the ads go and how many there are. It's not a matter of just, oh, YouTube puts as many as they want on a video. You could let them do it that way. Or you can say, you know what? I'm going to be cool and I'm going to make it a viewing experience for my audience. It's not annoying. You can place automatically, or you can choose with the little thing here where the ads go. And as you can see, mine are really well spread out. Okay? So don't let her lie to you about, oh, like I can't help it, and YouTube and they just place them where they want. Oh, no. You can control that. You can control that. You can control that. Let's keep going.
Like it's a setting. Like YouTube recommends it. They recommended it. So I don't know.
You guys just saw. Did I not just show you? Full transparency, full disclosure. You can place automatically. They'll place the things automatically like every 3 minutes and be annoying. Or as a content creator, you can say, screw that setting. Take all that they're recommended off and place them where you want them to go. You can have one ad on a video or 2 ads or 10 ads or whatever you feel, but you can control the amount of ads on a live or a video. There is that setting on there to do that. I just showed it to you. So don't act like a damsel in distress, Chantal. You know better.
I'm sure. Why not? It might be annoying for you guys. I don't know. Chopped liver. Ugh. Cola. You love Hubie? Yeah, it's so.
You're so pathetic, Chantal. I'm a much smaller channel than you. Your channel is much bigger. You probably make more money than me, but I'm concerned about the enjoyment of my audience. And I know when I'm on YouTube, and yes, I have YouTube Premium because I hate ads. You know, it is what it is. But I don't want my audience to get annoyed with too many ads. I mean, too much is too much. YouTube, you let them run amok and they'll put an ad every 60 seconds. But isn't it sad and pathetic that I'm a small channel and I'm concerned with the enjoyment of my audience, and you're 10 times bigger than I am, and you're so money hungry that you're like an ad every 2 minutes? Maybe that's why people don't watch you anymore like they used to. Pathetic.
Cute. Hi, Pia.
And people, looking at people in the chat saying, what's with the ads? People are complaining.
You never heard of it?
And it's not even, it's 8 minutes and 27 seconds into her live. So how many ads were people watching in 8 minutes? Were they getting an ad every like minute and a half for people to complain?
Buttercup. I have premium, so I get no ads. True, if you have premium, that's true. Yeah, we do too. But did you know that YouTubers still get paid a portion of premium proceeds? Yeah. What's with the ads? Sorry, it's kind of new. Hey, Michaela, Melanie. Yeah, I'm in a better mood today. Cottage cheese is so freaking good. I'm obsessed with it. Cottage cheese, it's pretty good. I got sick like right after eating some, so now I'm kind of like, I still have a lot to lose as I'm 360. Well, yeah, I have about the same. I have a lot to lose too, so, but don't worry about it.
Oh, and here, this is why you don't put too many ads on your lives or your videos. Right here. Purple Porpoise says, I'm out, not doing all the ads. I'll watch on a reaction channel. Yes to that. Watch on a reaction channel. On top of that, bonus, you'll have more fun. I guarantee you'll have more fun. Because the reaction channels work twice as hard as Chantal to entertain you as she does on her own content. We work harder on her stuff than she does. She don't even try anymore. See, Chantal, it's stuff like that that's turning people off away from you. between the lies, the empty promises, the manipulation, the scamming, too many ads. I mean, you're making all the wrong moves.
6 months, for example, passes in no time. Imagine the progress in 6 months. Hubie Halloween is more funny, but it's a Halloween movie. I can't remember the plot, but there's a plot to it that's kind of like creepy a bit, I think. Cottage cheese and pineapple.
Why are y'all talking about?
Okay, is there enough people?
For what?
Hocus Pocus. There's a ghost in here, speaking of which. By the way, Shaun of the Dead, yes, it's on Netflix. I love it. It's so funny. Yeah, you don't want to lose too exactly.
She could have done like a simple video with a treadmill update versus a 4-hour live, and it would have made more sense.
The cat,
like I said, it doesn't take 4 hours to give a treadmill update.
is going ham. Another toy under the couch. So we moved the couches around. Oh, I went under the couch. You see this space here? Tomorrow afternoon, the treadmill should be coming. Okay? So Salah moved everything around in here. As you can see, the couch. The table's still in the same spot, but we took one of the corner couches out. We had to make room. We had to get rid of one of the couch. We had to put one of the couches in Howie's room. So this, I want it because I don't want it in the room because I'm going to open the curtains in the day.
That makes no sense. Okay. Y'all are looking at Chantal right now. Let's rewind a bit. A, Chantal doesn't like for people to look at her. B, she gets hot very, very easily. So why open a window? Because people will be able to see her, and letting in the light is going to make the room warmer. So that makes no sense. And she said, and she's trying to claim she's going to open the window and put the treadmill in the corner so she can look out at the ocean, even the ocean is across the street. It's not like the villa is right there on the beach where she can look out the window and the water is right there. It's literally across the doggone street. Before she sees the water, she's going to see the streets and the traffic. So it's not going to be the prettiest view. Wouldn't it make more sense to put the treadmill where you can look at the TV and watch TV and watch stuff on YouTube while you're walking on the treadmill, and it kind of keeps your mind off the fact that you are on the treadmill? That makes sense to me. It doesn't make sense to put it in the doggone corner. It really, really doesn't.
And I'm going to look at the ocean while I walk.
You're going to listen, Chantal, you are so scatterbrained and you got a short attention span. If something doesn't catch your attention and hold it, you lose interest. You're going to get bored and get off that treadmill.
Yeah. Seal couch is not accessible. We need a new seal couch. Anyway, when we move the couches around, there's about 50 toys under there. See, she's trying to get it. There's a million here. Come get another spring. Where's your toy? She doesn't freak out over catnip, but she rolls around kind of. Where's your spring? You got it? Oh, good girl. She got her springy spring.
That whole, they got a long living room. It would make more sense to me if that little couch in the back was taken out and the big couch that she's laying on, that it was stationed up against the windows. And there would be all that space. And again, she could take the treadmill and put it in front of the TV and work out that way. That would make sense to me, not the little bitty corner.
Where's your spring? Oh, you big yell. Thank you, Grace. Yeah, I did show up my window many times, Dan, but you won't see much at night, so I can show you guys in the day.
So 7-Eleven picked up on the heat factor. 7-Eleven Beezer says, won't that add extra sun heat? You won't leave the curtains open because of that now. Exactly. She doesn't like people looking at her, and she doesn't like heat, period. She has to live like a polar bear to stay cold enough to be comfortable.
Oh no, Michaela. No, because it's winter now, coming winter, so it's getting cooler. It's not in the 40s and 50s anymore. So mid 30s is like the hottest it gets in the day, and then it goes down to like, 20s at night. Well, no, it's like still 30, I think, right now. Hey, Simply Rushing. Valley. Yeah, I hope it's gonna take my weight. That's the only thing I'm worried about. We'll see. I had ice cold apple juice today for the first time in forever, and I forgot how amazing it was. Apple juice? I find it gives me heartburn, but yeah, it's definitely better cold. Thank you, Tammy. So yeah, so that's about it. It's gonna go in this corner, and I'm gonna look out at the sea. And yeah, I can stream. I can stream when I like tomorrow when I get it. Is this collagen lip gloss or what is that? Hey, YouTube lover. Why do your toys and all of the toys are gonna go right back under the couch? The arm of my couch looks like a ho-ho.
So she kind of did a clickbait title, Treadmill update. And spoiler, there's no treadmill. She's just talking about it. Somebody moved a couch around, and that's the big deal. Chantal, people are really tired of the clickbait stuff.
Thanks, Steelers. Good luck to you too. I like to listen to it. Yeah, I like to listen to things while I'm walking, so I might listen. I don't know. Maybe I'll look for a good podcast or something. Yeah. No last tub. Hey, Wayna. My dryer will continue to beep until I turn it off, and I'm lazy. Is there a lot of ads? What's going on?
Look at that smile, Duper's delight. She knows what she's doing. She's been on YouTube for 8 years. How could she not know about how many ads are placed on her lives? Are there a lot of ads? What's going on? Chantal, don't do that. Don't play dumb. In order to set up a live, there's a few steps you got to go through before you get started with your live. YouTube, in YouTube Studio, it'll ask you, do you want to monetize this or not? And you push whatever setting. A lot of YouTubers, they put it for not being monetized so they can have more wiggle room to say what they want and do what they want without YouTube giving them a spanking. Because YouTube has these weird rules against profanity and all that. But before you get into the live, there's like 2 or 3 pages you got to go through. They'll ask you, do you want to monetize this or no? And if you want to monetize it, like after the live is over, you got to place the ads or put automatic placement. So you know what you're doing. You could have easily clicked on the option for no monetization. But you got to make money with whatever it is you do. Otherwise, you don't want to do it. So don't act dumb.
Look up Rotten Mango. She does Rotten Mango.
I really hope that you being greedy, that the Beezers get sick of it and they're like, I'm out. You drive your own audience away.
Oh, Rotten Mango. That's Stephanie Sue, eh? Yeah, my cat does do fetch.
Yep, Duck Puppet is saying too many ads. Aubrey says, yikes, too many ads. So there must be a lot.
Happy belated to Salah. Thanks, Capone. The elliptical? Oh, I can't do that.
Georgia Porgy says, yeah, a lot of ads. This is such a turnoff from people, Chantal.
Right now, I can't even handle like
Looney Tunes saying a lot of ads, so a lot of people are speaking up on it.
a minute of the elliptical. Why is there so many ads?
Because you said YouTube, do what you want. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to do what they want. What they want to do is make money. But you know this and you don't care because every time an ad pops up, you make money off of it, so you don't mind. You don't care about your viewers. You don't care about if they get annoyed. All you cared about is getting paid. But what you fail to realize, because you're short-sighted, you don't think 10 moves ahead of yourself. If you annoy people too much, you're going to lose your viewers, Chantal, and you don't have many left.
Did you watch Short Legs? No. I keep forgetting Strawberries. Is it really that funny? With YouTube Premium, I got no ad. There, she got her spring. Yes! You have about 50 toys.
I mean, do I think it's any kind of coincidence that there were a lot of ads on this live and she went for 4 freaking hours? Nah, I don't think it's just mere coincidence. She put as many ads as she could on this live to make the most money. She got a lot of making up to do. She spent a lot of money in Thailand. Got to make it up somewhere. All that money she spent on takeout and the edibles and the cake and everything else. She's coming to you Beezers to get some of her money in pocket and hand.
Sorry, I'm gonna try to go like live a bit earlier tomorrow. I'm just like really tired. Ouch, Breezeth. Did you break your foot? Touch of Liz. Oh, Gibraltar. Wow.
And see, here's something. Doug Puppet says ads are fine during recorded stuff, but they make me insane during live streams. I get FOMO. Yeah, she could choose to not monetize the stream while it's going on and then monetize it later. You do have that option in YouTube Studio. You can choose to place a certain number of ads on your video. You can place where the ads are and how often they are.
Oh, where's that?
And I showed it to you guys. Real time I showed you. So this like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why they're putting ads on. Content creators, we can stop YouTube from going crazy with the ads. We can control the number of ads.
Near. What's that? 9th eviction? Buy me YouTube Premium. I hope you guys don't get too many ads. Okay, next time I'll just leave it off, I guess. I don't know. Yikes, that sounds painful. See? Ellipticals are dangerous. See? Spain. Oh. Hangout sesh. Yeah, Gabby. Just hanging out. I can't wait to like shower, get cozy, and watch a movie. Yeah, I have been eating the fruits and veggies. Yes, ma'am. Every day. Ads about food. Go figure. Because my name is Foodie Beauty. Consider an ad the same as tossing her a super chat but free. Yeah, that's true, guys. I gotta get paid. Buttercup next year. He's buying thing for the Beezers. So what seal couch am I gonna choose? What do you do? Which seal couch?
Chantal, you're so boring. Moving on.
Be on Halloween, depending. Maybe before. There's some. I want to check out. Like, there's some haunted attractions around here.
Like when she comes online anymore, it's not about her coming online because she's got something to say. because she's got something interesting and fun planned for her beezers. It's about coming online to make money and her beezers to keep her company and to keep the topics coming. Like, she leans on the beezers to find things to talk about. When she's the content creator, it's her channel, she's the one making the money. She could easily find things to talk about. But she never comes online prepared to entertain people. She's not concerned with the satisfaction of her audience. It's about, I'm here, here's my face, let's just chit chat about nothing. Boring.
So I was telling Salah, I'm like, we need to go to these haunted attractions because they might, like, there's some haunted houses and stuff. Oh, cool. E. Yeah, they're going to talk about my feet for an hour, I know. Hey, Jess. Hey, whatever floats their boat. Got your sports treadmill gear? No. Hey, Birdie. You dressing up? I don't know, maybe. What's wrong with my feet? They are funny looking. Oh, a little bit.
Moving on.
We'll see, Goatsy. Maybe it'll be squeaking as well. I think my yoga mat will be too small. It's beaucoup, Gabrielle. It's it's
Wait a minute. She was sealing on one couch and she moved to another couch to seal there too?
pieces of wood with incense. It's like incense. You burn it. You put it on a piece of hot coal and you burn it. Fit bangs. Why do you have to put something under your treadmill? You do live every day. Pretty much, Desi. Hi. Hey. Can I help you? Hey. Oh, you can't see her. Julia Vision.
Brush your cat, Chantal. I can see mats in her fur. What's this going on down here? Right there on her belly. That looks like a mat. She doesn't look properly brushed.
Do something funny and earn your keep around here. Maybe you'll get more tuna. Yeah.
You better not be starving that cat, Chantal. You better not. You're treating her like a circus clown. Do something funny on camera because I'm pimping you out for content. You're supposed, I got you just to tick off Girl World because you look like BBJ, and that didn't work. So since that didn't work, you need to help me make money somehow. You better be funny and get people in here, and I get more super chats because of you. Or else what? You're going to deny her food? You're hateful. Hateful woman.
Yes. And don't
Get her, Julia. Get her. Get her.
attack Mom.
Get her. Bite her.
Why are you
Leave her
attacking Mom?
alone.
Ow.
Good girl.
Not nice. Not nice.
You're annoying her. She was laying there minding her business, and you put your little hoof down there and scared her.
Ow.
Get her.
I guess. Oh, no bites. That's not nice. You ever see that guy on TikTok? He has a cat who always bites him, and he goes, "No bites. That's not nice. Double whammies." Timu treadmill. No. No bite. Thanks, Pam. See, I've been kind of slacking on the content. I have to like up my game.
This is interesting. Baked Korean says, who else remembers her personal trainer in the gym? It was a good video. Please unprivate. I don't know if she still has that, Baked Korean. She might have deleted that one.
Make some videos for you guys.
And to answer your question, Chantal, what is a treadmill mat for? It helps to protect your carpet or your floor, depending on if the floor has carpet or not. But it's also for shock absorption to protect the floor and the carpet. So it kind of like helps with, like when you're walking, it's not so noisy.
On top of a nursery room. Oh, are they oh. Okay. Hey, Khadija. Man. I've been lonely so long, no, I can't be so strong. Take a chance.
Shut up. Don't sing.
When she lands below, they will know. How many ads are popping up? Is it a lot?
See, here we are. Like we're 34 minutes into the live and people are still complaining about the doggone ads. And she could fix that. I mean, even if she had to stop the live, she could stop the live and go, look, guys, I'm going to restart. I'm going to turn off the monetization so you guys aren't annoyed. She could do that. She could restart another live. But she's like, oh, are there ads? I don't know where they came from.
I don't know.
Look at her smirking. She knows.
Are they skippable at least? I don't know.
I don't know if they're skippable, but I don't care if you guys are annoyed. I'm making money. Shut up.
Penthouse suite. Should I turn it off? It's
Yes.
annoying. Platform 9. Drain and wash, yes. Same assisted living ad like 5.
I don't know, Chantal. Ask yourself the question. Do you A, want to keep the ads on and take a lot of people off to the point where they're not your beezers anymore, which means they won't watch your content through you and you'll lose money that way in the long term? Or B, you restart the live, no monetization, your viewers are not annoyed. I mean, like, how greedy are you? Are you so greedy that it'll make you stupid?
5 times now. Oh, yikes.
So see, a lot of people in the chat are complaining about the ads. Down Under says so many ads. Pixel Art says lots and lots and lots of ads today. Duck Puppet says yes, 2 back-to-back ads like every 3 minutes. Greedy, Chantal, greedy. That's excessive. That's too much. This person says I had to watch several ads just now. Everybody's complaining about the ads.
Conservative. It said less earning potential. You guys are mean. It's free. Just hit skip.
You can't skip all the ads, Chantal. Some you can, some you can't.
So, anyways, so yeah. Hey, Chili Paneer. I'm done eating for today. This is where it gets kind of hard. Like, my mind is always turning to food. Like, not always. Like, the food noise it's sometimes not bad, but sometimes it's like, especially at night, you know?
Well, that's what happens when you got a issue with food. I've been saying to y'all, the cravings are the worst at night. If you're a food addict, especially if you're a carb addict, for some reason, nighttime is always the worst. I don't know why, but it is. You can be fine all day, and at night, you start to get more hungry and craving all the bad stuff. So she does her eating at night before bed.
And that, when you think about it, it's probably the worst time to eat.
Yep, because you're going straight to bed, and whatever it is you ate, you're not working it off, you're not burning it off. And then you go to sleep, and your body is slow to digest, but all the extra calories, they got nowhere to go. They're not being burned off. It's like the UPS guy showing up at your door with boxes and saying, "Where do you want me to put this? I don't know where this is supposed to go." And the body says, "Oh, just put it over here and here and here and here." Because it's supposed to be used up, those calories. But if you're not using them up, the body just stores them wherever it can.
Hey, Jammy Mama. Just leave the ads. You're here to make money. Yeah. I put them on like lesser ads, but I hope that's not as annoying.
Yeah, she thought she could just slip it past people putting in extra ads. But as soon as a lot of people in the audience were pointing it out and complaining about it, she goes, "Oh, they noticed. Maybe I need to scale it back." Yeah, I think you should.
Let's talk about something else. What do you want to talk about? Who's talking about my feet? Oh, my leg is up. You're never going to see my feet again just for that, because you make fun of them. Never.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't want to see your feet. Not my favorite thing, so I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not seeing your feet anymore.
A late night eater? Yeah, I know. Oh, what can you do? Hey, Bill. Hey, Vanessa. No, I don't think I'll be making it this Christmas, strawberries. Yeah, every 3 minutes is a bit excessive, I gotta say.
Yeah, I bet you let YouTube do what it wanted. You didn't check. You didn't check. You don't care. You don't care if people get too many ads. All you care about is getting paid.
Maybe every half an hour an ad, but not every 3 minutes. Come on. This chat always complaining about something. Hey, Java. My feet are good. My feet are like hobbit feet. Like, they're like Flintstone feet.
You know what, Chantal? You complain about the reaction channels. We're a bunch of vultures and zombies and we suck. But I can't think of a single reaction channel out there, and there are many, that whenever they go live, they lay down on a couch. You're the only one I could think of that you go live and you're laying down on a couch. You can't even properly sit up and talk to people anymore. You lay around all the time. So it makes me wonder, is there a feedy person in your audience or off camera that they're paying you to lay down? They're paying you for this seal position, like you're catering to them at the same time you're doing a live? Like somebody's in your ear and convincing you that acting immobile or getting closer to immobility is the way to go. Like they're encouraging you through payment to not move around and continue to gain weight. It kind of feels like that. But putting that aside for a minute, the laying around, it looks lazy. It looks very unprofessional. You're coming to the table, you don't have anything to talk about, you're laying around like you just want to fall asleep, and you wonder why your channel is going down the tubes.
Another hurricane. What the heck is wrong going on? It's the end of times.
And somebody asked her in the chat, is she going home for Christmas? She says she's not going to, but I think she will. She says she's not going to go, but I don't believe that. I think she'll get a hankering for the green, and she wants to go home to Canada to get some free gifts and to do the green one more time. I think she's going to go, but for now, she's saying she's not going to go. I don't believe that, though.
Hey, Julie. I got first dibs on your Christmas presents. I know. It's every year my mom makes me a stocking. Maybe she'll, I guess this year she'll save some money. I always give you something to complain about. Climate change. If it's every 3 minutes, that's excessive, Duck Puppet, yeah. But every once in a while, I guess, you know. Moo child? You were raised to get something to eat before bed? I'm never nude on the feet. Oh, I hate covering my feet. I didn't place my Temu order. No. Need to find things to keep yourself occupied at this time of night.
Wait a second. She just said that she turned off the ads, or not as many. Miss Rabbit on Cam 4 says, God, these ads are so annoying. So I guess she didn't turn down the ads.
Huh. Yeah, but that just makes you more hungry. I'm going to get a tattoo on my arm, the 3 little hearts, one for each of my sons. That is so cute. That's such a cute idea, Golden Girl. Aww. Are you going to put their names in it? That might also be cute. You won't have ads if you won't get ads if you have premium. Hello, Vanna. You're getting some rugs on Temu? I hate socks and I know, me too, Melly. Honestly. I like comfortable brasiers because I also don't like the feeling of like nothing, like things just swinging around. And
there are many times when you don't wear bras or underwear, Chantal. You don't wear either one when you should.
Like free. I don't know. It feels weird sometimes.
Like I remember back in the day when Chantal was at the Canadian Villa, it was very, very strange. She would get bras that she would show off to us, and she doesn't know how to pick out lingerie for herself, because she would always buy the bras. The cups would always be too big. They wouldn't even sit next to her skin. So the cups would be too big, and the band across would be too tight, way too tight. So she wasn't buying the proper bras that she needed. The cups would be 4 times the size of what they should be, and they were too tight going around. They were cutting off her air.
So I like to have something, but sports bras, yeah. One was trolling about the ads or complaining it was just difficult to keep up with the stream. Oh, yeah. Yeah, my back is like not sore. Excuse me. I have a massage gun. Your feet get you around. Don't disparage your feet. True. Really? Strawberries and cream since the 80s. YouTube lover. Monkey see, monkey do.
Is this the content today? Like, there's no direction with the conversation. It's just drift. This is like drifting conversation. Do you understand what I mean? Just like drifting from one little thing to the next little thing. Are we going someplace, or are we just drifting around?
I haven't heard that in a long time. Only sucks if my feet are like icebergs. I have to wear a bra. My boobies be flying everywhere.
Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead.
Somebody said that the other day. Parachute pants. It was so cute.
Moving on.
And they're actually Salah's chips from whenever I was in Bangkok. He bought some snacks and drinks for himself. And Jamaica deep dive. I didn't want to do one. I didn't want to like bring attention to where we shop, honestly, just for safety reasons. But I guess whatever. I don't know. Hot Cheetos. I like the puff.
Oh God, she's talking about freaking food again.
That's, you know what? If you want to hide veggies, blend them. Whenever I make meatball, like
I just skipped ahead trying to avoid the food talk, and I stopped somewhere on food.
if I make kofta, like
Who cares? I don't care what you make. It probably sucks anyway. Moving on.
that. How many corn? It's corn?
I'm trying to avoid the food talk. Everywhere I'm stopping, there's food talk. Stop
I
that.
love food, y'all. Everyone does, yeah. It's actually not triggering me because
More food talk.
she's a sweetie, yeah. You got Planet Fitness. Hi, you're happy with all your toys to get. Oh my god, she's hyper.
When she's got nothing to talk about, she deflects to focusing on the cat. Cat deflection. Talk to your chat, Chantal. They're there for you.
All her toys are back on, almost all of them are back on.
You know what? I'm going to keep skipping ahead until we find something interesting. I'm not putting up with this crap.
So, but yeah, it's like, I don't know. Grapes and pecans. Is it good? I've never had it like that.
You know what? Judgment call. Judgment call. We're almost at 2 hours right now. If the rest of this live is this way, why continue? Why? You guys get the gist of what's going on here, right now. It's just like yesterday, like this boring live. And I don't know if she's doing it on purpose. I sometimes wonder if Chantal is purposely boring because she doesn't want the reactors to react to her anymore. So she figures that she'll bore us to death. Although it doesn't make sense to me. Because by trying to hurt us as reactors, she's actually hurting herself more. Because it affects her views and it affects her money. So anything spiteful, like I'm hurting the rest of you people, I'm going to be stupid and make myself boring so that nobody watches me and haha, I got one over on you. You're not really getting one over on us. You're hurting yourself more, Chantal. But let's just cut it off here. I'm going to go look at some other stuff and see some other stuff that I can react to that's more interesting than her stuff. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this react today. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.